When attorneys plan a press conference, the location of the press conference will go a long way in determining how well attended the press conference is by reporters. In this video, I'll give you some pointers for picking a location at which to hold a press conference. Hi everyone, my name is Pollock. I am an attorney who helps other attorneys and their clients ethically, strategically, and proactively engage the court of public opinion. In this video, the where of press conferences. My number one rule for a press conference in terms of location is never to schedule a press conference where you don't have total control over the location. If you are an attorney and you are holding a press conference to announce the filing of a lawsuit, you need to be thinking about a location that you can control. You can control your office's conference room. You can control a ballroom that you rent from a hotel or a conference center. You can't control the courthouse steps. You can't control the sidewalk in front of a large corporate defendant who you are suing and who is on the receiving end of the lawsuit that the press conference is concerning. You can't control the weather. These are reasons why I tend not to advise my clients to hold outdoor press conferences. By being somewhere where an attorney can control the lights, the climate, access, you will have a better experience. Now, the one caveat here, the one exception, is when an attorney has to give a press conference at a certain location based on circumstances beyond his or her control. So for example, if you are going to a court hearing for a client that you expect to be covered by a number of media outlets, and you want to address those media outlets after the court hearing, you don't really have a choice as to where the press conference will be held. You're going to be holding it outside the courtroom, outside the courthouse, right in front of the courthouse somewhere in the parking lot. It's not like you're going to be able to say, hey everyone, let's go here to my office 6.5 miles away to hold the press conference. That's just not going to happen. It's not feasible. But in most instances, attorneys are going to be able to control their location for a press conference. So you need to be thinking about where you can hold a press conference and comfortably fit between 5 to 15 people. Remember, you're going to have hopefully 3 or 4 camera crews. You're going to have a handful of print and perhaps radio reporters. So you want to be cognizant of having enough space in the room for people to move around. You want to be thinking about light and thinking about sound. Camera crews typically bring their own lights and they will bring their own microphones, but it wouldn't hurt to have good lighting from the get-go, nor would it hurt to have a sound system. Again, these things are beyond your control if you have a press conference outside on the courthouse steps or in a park somewhere. Also, when it comes to locations, you've got to be centrally located. If you are in an office 15 miles away from the local downtown, that could impact whether reporters are going to actually come out based on the distance. Instead, I would suggest that you rent a ballroom or a small conference room at a downtown hotel, or you rent space or you work out an agreement to use maybe a local counsel space or a colleague's space at a law firm that's more closer to the city center and closer to where media outlets have their headquarters. While it's unlikely that the location of a press conference is going to make or break whether a reporter or media outlet covers the press conference, you still want to stack the deck in your favor. So pick a location that you control, pick a location that hopefully has good lights and good sound, pick a location that won't be affected by any inclement weather, pick a location that you can control access to, and pick a location that's generally convenient to the majority of reporters in the area. If you do all that, you will hopefully reduce your stress level and increase the chances that reporters come out and cover your press conference.